Fantastic. All right.
How are
All
you,
right.
Till? How
All
is
right.
it
So
doing?
I'm
How is
good. I'm
everything
good.
going? Tell
I'm good.
me.
Oh, very good. Very good. Just two fantastic sessions with first
That's good.
Robin and then Sue and Donna came on while Sue was here and just was nice. Donna was practicing capital H hearing. So yeah, yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. I'm hoping Bina come, of course. I love Bina when she's here. It's very powerful, but she dropped off earlier, a connection, I think so. So we'll see. We'll
Ah,
see.
yeah,
We
yeah.
hope.
She's losing
We
the
hope.
connection. I know this
Yeah,
what it is
yeah.
now. I
Sometimes,
understand.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It got better. It used to be worse. It got better. Now it's not good anymore. But it goes up and down, so it's all good.
yeah. I mean,
All right,
in
all
this
right.
region of the world, it's complicated. So tell me about. Let's try to, if you want, let's try to have it something really related to the thing that we talked yesterday. If only if you want, by the way,
Sure,
because
sure. Oh, absolutely.
the way
Oh,
the
oh.
quality
For me,
the
everything is
quality
open
of your
book.
teaching.
Everything, everything, everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
That's
right.
it. Because I
Let
really
me put it
want
into
that. I really
full
want the
context
people.
for you. Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So let me share from my perspective where I'm at, what I'm doing, what my plan is, then things make a little bit more sense. But first, I am going to share with you very sophisticated, and I think it's possibly got some French in it. A dish that I'm making. If it's not a French dish, it should be a French dish.
A
Oh,
French what?
a dish, something that I'm going to eat. But
Oh,
where's
really?
my
What's the French dish? Tell me. Share with me.
It's tomatoes and cream, but I don't know where my cream is. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Huh. I bought cream, but I don't see it here. Oh, sure, but well, I can't make tomatoes and cream without the cream. Yeah. Bloody hell.
Absolutely.
So you just
Bloody
you
hell.
just you just chop tomatoes
Yep.
and then you put whipping cream, heavy cream,
Mhm.
and you
Like a
mix it
French
together.
cream,
But
obviously. A French
yeah,
salad cream.
well, it don't have to be salad. Just like it's just regular cream, like the cream you give to the cat. But that's it. They call it heavy whipping cream in America, but it's just cream, just ordinary cream. Like you make a cream
Okay.
sauce, like you make a pepper sauce or something that kind
Mhm.
of cream, and then you put lots of salt and pepper. That's
Yeah,
the
of
trick.
course.
A-
Of course.
Yeah, and I've added to the recipe with putting a little bit of crushed garlic, but I don't know where the cream is now.
You do have amazing garlic in the States. You should grab it fresh.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I don't have the
You
time and energy for that, so I couldn't be bothered. It tastes fine enough for me if it's crushed in oil. Yeah, but yeah, I've been
Yeah, I know
to
what
I've
you
been
mean.
to the garlic capital of the world, to the garlic festival in Gilroy in
Really?
California. Ah, yes, yes,
Wow.
it's quite
That must be
something.
amazing because
The
the
whole
I mean,
town.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
it
of
yeah,
course.
it's a big deal.
Wow,
You smell the
that must be
garlic when you
amazing.
just come there in the
Yeah,
town. They have
yeah.
garlic ice
I'm
cream
sure.
and you name it. Whatever you can imagine, garlic, they have it. The garlic festival, it's quite a big deal. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, yeah. Anyhow,
I'm sure
so
it is.
I was looking to make this, but I bought the cream. It was 2 days ago. I
Mhm.
can't find it anyway. So it must have fallen out in the car. So I'll go look in a
Ah,
moment.
I got you.
But all right, so let me tell you where I'm at in terms of for me my overall agenda and objective. So
Absolutely.
so the main key focus for me is first of all, yes, way of impeccability is a lifelong project. From like you from 10 years old, but in a program form. This is fairly recent. I never ever had any intent to teach or share or facilitate or put a program. None, zero. It was never my. I learned for me. So the universe said, "There we go," kind of pushed me into this. So first thing, my impeccability and my integrity ensures that I have to test appropriately. I can't just go and say, "Oh, yes, my program. I know it's good, and just believe me, it's good." No, that's not how I work. It needs to be demonstrated to me also. I might believe it is fantastic, but I need absolute proof for it, right? So that's
Ah,
what I've been doing now.
you don't have enough feedback. I thought you have a lot of feedback
Right.
already.
Well,
That's why
I do. I do now, but
I know
it's
you do.
very recent. Right. I'm just saying it's very recent, like within the last few months only. that I have this
Ah,
potency of feedback. Okay, so
I
it's
got
fairly
you, got
recent,
you.
but still, I could say maybe even a year back I had enough already to know. But that's not the core thing that's going on. So when we
Mm-hmm.
did started with Wave Impeccability,
Mm-hmm.
I started off. I obviously I had people who weren't paying clients, because I can't charge something, even though no matter how much I believe it is valuable, I still need to test it, right? That's just my integrity.
Absolutely.
So okay, and
Absolutely.
then I
I agree.
started with the paying
Normal.
clients, but here's the problem: the program is so powerful and so effective that the paying participants, they wanted more. They finished Wave and said, "Well, what's more?" I said, "Well,
What
I have a
what's
lot more, but
what's
I haven't
more?
put it
What
into." Yeah, well, I have. I
I
know
think it's
I've got tons and tons of content. You will not believe how much content I have.
man,
I mean, just
I'm sure. And
unbelievable, right?
the program that I have now, they're paying for having you.
Right,
I'm
right.
paying to have
But
the chance to talk to you.
that's part of it. Now there's just moreness because it's tools, and there is moreness. So when we finished Wave Impeccability, like with Sue, she said, "Well, what's next?" And I said, "Okay, I have, but I'm gonna have to. I haven't had a chance to make the moreness yet." So she said, "Okay,
Mm-hmm.
no worries. I can put it together fairly quickly." And I did. I put together moreness, and I just kind of stayed ahead of her, and I'm still doing that. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
really have time to do extra things because I'm busy creating programs. I just finished
Absolutely.
one, two in the
Absolutely.
last few days. So this takes up all my time, and I'm reluctant to. Well, if I were to do start going into promotion, and I did a thing. I've got a whole funnel set up with with that where you book the program. I've got a webinar, and the webinar leads there. I've got the whole funnel, everything. If I wanted to do advertising, I've got the advert on Facebook it's ready to go. I even ran it. I can do all that stuff, but I don't have the time for it right now. So I'm
Okay.
happy the way things are right now because I just don't have the time for more right now. I'm so
Because
pressed on my time. That's it. I mean,
because
I do.
you
Yeah,
realize that with the quality of your training, if we
exactly,
were or if I were you,
exactly,
and if you want to,
exactly,
I can
exactly.
DM people and
Right,
brought those people into a Zoom call with a Calendly with
right,
you
right,
specific time,
right.
and you can with the ease you have to talk, you can convert them to maybe some not something seven
Oh,
thousand
sure.
five, but
Right,
let's say a monthly
exactly.
fee or something.
Right. There's
Easy,
more. There's
easy.
more. There's more. There's always more when it comes to me. I do believe your Zoom is using your computer's mic, not your headset mic. So check in your audio
Ah,
settings on Zoom next to
yeah,
the mute mic,
it's
the mute
actually
button.
both of them is that. Yeah, it's not good.
But no, I understand. But next to where the mute button is, click on that. Click on audio settings,
I see.
and
Is
see
now the microphone is better?
much better, much better, much better,
Got you.
much better.
Got you.
Yeah. It's very loud now. Actually, I have to turn it down a bit. So yeah, it
Okay.
sometimes Zoom is a little funny when it comes to audio. It's not actually
Yeah,
Zoom.
I
Uh,
can
um,
tell.
a mo- the all the drivers for audio are very finicky, and when something uses it, they tend to grab them and they hug them, they hold on to them, they don't let them go. So you have to check specifically to see if it has them, because you were hearing me on the microphone, but you were on the headset, but you were using the computer's microphone. It
Yeah,
happens to me
yeah.
all the time. It's too crazy. Anyway, so the other thing that's going on is I'm building the group. Yes, it is already 30,000, but I said I want to get to about 50,000 before I really start to focus and fine tune. Because from
I know, mate. It's
50,000, I
I'm
can,
just saying for
yeah,
it's just a point of view. I'm not here to say you're doing
yeah,
wrong.
I
It's
know,
the
but
complete opposite.
right, hang on. I know. I'm going somewhere. Right. So I said, okay, when I get to 50,000, what am I going to do? I want to then make a private subgroup, which is a subscription group. So I have a plan here. That's why I'm not pushing right now. I'm biding my
I
time.
know. You told me.
In the meantime, I'm doing all the research, and I'm going to start today. Actually, I was going to try and do it yesterday, but I didn't get a chance. I'm going to start making posts to say, do you really think that you can get lasting real value out of a group like this? And then say, why? How will you get value? What will you do to get value? And start to prepare the soil for the
Absolutely.
private group. So I might start earlier than the 50,000 already, but there's a plan. because here's the problem with the model that I have now. I really like doing the one-on-one, but of course it's limited in terms of my income because I only have so much time, right? At the moment I can probably take maybe another two or three extra clients right now, but more than that I can't do because of time, right? I just don't
Hmm.
have the. I need to do the Mourners project, to make the programs and all that stuff, and manage the group and all this. But so yes, I can take a few more clients, but I'm okay right now. I'm not hurting. I'm comfortable. I'm fine. But in terms of earning serious money, instead of doing this through the private clients, which I'm still limited because I've only got so much time in the week to do it, and there's a limit to how high ticket you can go. So the way to jump into the serious money is to keep the private one-on-ones for people who really want to do that. But I'm not
Absolutely.
dependent on those. Where I get the serious money from is in the group, right?
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
if you have 1,000 people, and this is what I figured. I'm really aiming for 100,000 by summer or late summer, right? So 1,000 is 1%. That's great. I'm happy with 1% as a target. So 1,000 at whatever figure, that I can choose for the monthly. If you put $30, which was the high end of the range that Facebook originally said they're going to open. I think you can charge anything, but they said 5 and 30 if you do it through Facebook. Now I won't do it through them because they charge a big fat commission. I'll just set it up on my website, the payment, and they just pay directly through Venmo or whatever. They pay the fees, not me. So it's just a subscription model. But then I can charge more. So, but even at
Yeah.
$30,
Yeah.
if you got 1,000 times
I
30,
mean
that's
that's the
30,000 a month.
thing.
That's
That's the
serious
thing.
money.
That's the thing. That's serious money. Exactly. That's what I wanted to make sure, because I really like what
Oh
you're
yeah,
doing. I
oh
really
yeah,
the
oh
way
yeah,
you're doing it.
oh yeah.
That is either you even now you would have a $50 subscription for a month. You have 300. You touch 0.01%. That makes you a 300 people, and that gives you about $20,000 a month. Without, come on,
Yeah,
zero point
yeah.
zero one
No,
percent must be
yeah,
something you can
yeah.
touch,
But I mean,
obviously.
that's where I'm headed. That's where I'm headed. So there's a plan, and I'm very patient, Jocelyn. I'm
Oh, me
very,
too.
very
It's not
patient.
about being patient or not. I am patient myself. I'm just asking you if, once again, the all of this conversation is, if you need me to tell you what I think would be in a sort of marketing 2.0, and to help you to
Oh, I
enhance
would
that,
love to hear. Oh, I would
feel
love to
free.
hear.
All right.
Go ahead, go ahead. Because
So
just because I have a plan doesn't mean I can't learn how to implement it when the
exactly,
time
exactly.
comes.
I pay
So
someone to learn. I pay
yeah.
myself someone. I pay
Oh yeah, oh
$2,000
yeah,
to
same
learn.
here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
I
yeah.
pay someone. I mean,
And
come on.
right. So
I pay you guys
so
19 years old and 20 years old, and he's doing way more money than any surgerist in the planet.
right,
So the guy
right,
know I
right,
didn't know, I was
right,
ignorant. He teach me.
right.
Uh,
Right. So I
so
study a lot of these things myself, and I have plenty of them. Same stuff. I put a lot of effort into studying them, but I'm always open to learn more. And even if the
yeah,
stuff you share with me is stuff that I know, so what? I don't care. I'm
exactly,
not like that.
exactly.
It's never a problem for me. I'm always open to learning. So yeah,
I even
share
I
away.
even
Let's hear. Let's hear.
I even don't know, how to ski myself. So if someone will teach me, I will start ski with the 4 years old kids. So have
Exactly.
no problem to learn
Exactly.
things from the ground, from scratch.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm made up a document now,
Hmm.
with everything I see in the group that could be changed, especially on the post. The post are lack of engagement, but not just your post. Every other post in this group, comparing to, let's say, I compared it to about 20 other group for the same target. The posts are less because I think the posts are too heavy for anyone that would be interesting to go further in details. And I do
Yeah.
believe that the
Oh,
posts
I
you're
agree.
doing, I love them because it's a book, it's a chapter of a book. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
they miss the sort of hook story, and then an offer, like a question,
Oh,
and
absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
opening the thing, make it super, make it shorter, making spaces that you can it will take you like 30 seconds to read it, but then you're really much getting into it, because writing down a story from your book, I love it because I love to read. But nowadays,
Yeah.
no one gives a
Oh,
shit
I agree. I agree. I agree. I
to
agree.
read,
I agree. Yep. Yep.
especially on those groups. So basically, the engagement are very low, but not on yours, but all of them. The second thing I will,
oh, yeah.
I will change the text, the
Yeah.
intensity, reduced with an
yeah.
offer. Secondly, the module are completely freestyle. You have a page in a group, which is a module page. So basically, when you go into the module, there's a place, you know, that you can organize the module. You can publish module, actually.
Right. You talk about the units tab, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no.
I don't use it in that way.
Oh,
I'm
you
using
should.
it in a slightly different mechanism
I know.
as of now. As of
Oh, you
now,
should.
yeah, I
Oh, you
will in
should.
future use it for that. But right
Oh,
now, I'm just
oh,
using it as an information storage. Let me just go
yeah.
back to the depth. Let me just go back to the depth. I know the posts that I make are not going to be read by 99%. I know that, but I put them out anyway. One, because I don't have the time well, they already pre-made posts. I'm not making posts for the group. These are just memories that I'm sharing.
I know. I
Right,
see.
right. So, but I'm doing it deliberately in the sharing. Why? Because it allows me to see who does connect with the more post, and slowly over time it is increasing, and this gives me a connectivity that to those few people. I don't need a lot of people. I only need a few. And if they connecting to my bigger, longer, heavier posts, those are people that are candidates
Okay.
for the one-on-one,
Okay.
right?
May I reply to that?
Oh yeah, please, absolutely. I'm just
Okay.
sharing. I'm just sharing.
When I'm jumping to the Zoom call with you, you are so different than your text you're posting that
Yeah, yeah.
I will pay 100 more times with the 30-minute Zoom call with you rather than reading your book, your text. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying, end of the story, you shorten the text to make it something like, oh, that resonate with me. Get a link to get onto a Zoom call, even if it's 30 minutes. I will do myself if I'm resonate with that, I will do it. But first I need to resonate. So maybe you have a tons of people that may resonate with it and will love to jump into a Zoom call with you and you close them. But for now, the text is so heavy that you may touch some people that read, but maybe the other will pay. And that you don't know because of the text line and the size of it and the block of it. They just quit. That's the sad truth of nowadays, 2020, 2021. No one
Yeah.
gives a shit about reading text. And that's the
Oh,
poor,
I agree.
that's the
So
sad story of nowadays.
yeah, yeah.
You don't
So
know
we
it.
have
You
to
don't
look
know if they don't.
at
You don't know if
yeah,
they don't want
yeah.
to pay to want to pay. Because
Right.
me, I jump with you on a Zoom call. I'll buy. You know
Right.
me, understand?
Uh,
I will buy
oh yeah, oh
myself
yeah.
because you talk to me and we share subject.
Yeah.
But if I read the text, I don't take care of the Zoom call. It doesn't
Right.
give me a
So
chance, an attraction
yeah.
to get into the Zoom call. Everything is
Right.
about the Zoom call, especially at that prices.
Yeah. So let's just to be very clear that
Mm-hmm.
they in the group right now. There's no intent to do something specifically. My intent is to let the group grow in the easiest,
Ah,
least
okay.
effort possible way.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That's different then.
I'm
That's
not
different.
working the group. I'm simply
Okay.
preventing. I'm simply making space for the group to grow. That's all I'm
Okay.
doing,
Now,
because I don't
okay.
have the time. I don't have the time to do all the
To
stuff
get
that the
into
group
Zoom
needs
call.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
So yeah,
as for the module, there's, for example, the model. If you check, model 1 is the web, is actually the vibe mindset, and this is the training. The model 2 is link detox. It's a
the five mindsets. You mean the vibe thing? That's not mine. That's somebody else's thing. That's just an
I see, I
affiliate that I
see.
have.
I see
Yeah,
it's
it's
an
not mine.
affiliate,
It's not mine.
and then the model 2 and the only model that have
Yeah.
logical
So
is
don't look at those things as modules. They're just information, purely information. It's not a module.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not using it in that
Okay,
way.
because you can
Yeah.
absolutely increase that. So maybe it will be better to have that discussion we have when you reach this 50K for you and you feel like it's better to
Yeah,
get into it.
exactly. Because right now, like I said,
Now I
right
understand your
now
mindset.
the only intent is to grow the group and to grow it in such a way that it's not a crappy group, that it is a group that's providing value, and it's a good group, and that's what it is right now. It's a good group, but it's minimal effort from me to get it to be a good group, which is
Okay,
very handy for me.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me clarify one point. if I won't be. I'm very straightforward,
Oh,
and
please,
I love
please.
the people
Oh,
to be
yeah,
with
yeah,
me the
that's
same.
it's very, very fun for me. This is very fun. So,
Especially the American, they tend to never say something what they really believe, and at the end they tell you behind your back, I'm going to tell you straight. Okay.
oh, I
So
know, of course, it's not
you
a
talk
problem.
about
I love it.
you talk about value. You have a shit tons of value that you share with me live. So why I don't see that value on your post, on the
Oh,
post in
because
general?
I'm not going to give it away for free. That's why.
Yeah, but you can take a little bit that makes me like this.
But
If you
I
your
know. I don't
story,
want to open that door. I don't want to open that
okay,
door just yet. Just I don't want to be flooded. I don't have the
uh,
time.
no, I understand, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Reading the when I was actually reading your story, listening your story from this from this war things,
Yeah.
well, I will join automatically to join the group to listen that to listen that.
Yeah. I know. I'm
But
saving it for when I'm ready, just now. When
because
I'm
the
ready.
quality that you have on Zoom is the opposite of what we can read, if I may say. You know what I mean? That it's so good on Zoom, it's so valuable that.
Yeah.
No, but now I understand your point of view. You're waiting to reach 50K, so that makes sense now. That makes sense.
Um. Yeah.
Whatever I can help you
Um.
with, once again,
Wow.
whatever you need,
I
tell me.
love it.
I'll try my best.
And then see now. Now you are saying, look at that value. And I might start earlier than 50K to start switching over to the private group
Yeah.
and then the subscription group. So I can do it in stages. Make the private group and then say, look, I'm going to make this into a subscription group before long, right? But in the meantime, I'm starting to share with you what I'm doing. Not the fullness, because when it goes subscription, I'm actually going to share my program, which is this, multiple thousands dollars worth of a program, and I'm going to share it here, and you're going to get it really cheap. But what makes it work, and I explain the logic is that we need sufficient subscribers, etc. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you a taste of what's to come, and I share all of this more stuff, the stuff that gets you excited, and now people, and that gets them hooked, that gets them involved. And like you said, the people right now, like the mourners, they're coming on Zoom because of the interaction. Yes,
Mhm.
it's not the content, it's the interaction. And I have a particular style of interaction. I'm not telling you stuff, I'm sharing
Mhm.
tools with you. I'm pulling your mourners out of you. I'm making you aware of your own mourners, and this is invaluable. I know this, but I don't want to give it away in the group right now. No,
I'm super.
come get it in the private group. Yeah.
Once again,
Mm.
you what I'm calling the wizard, the master slash the master, as I said on my post. So
Uh-huh.
I'm the one that here to actually try to be the one that potentially can support if you want me to do something,
Love it.
because
I love it. I love
I
it.
took I took super seriously when you told me being the admin. For me, being an admin means that I can report to the director, to the owner, and said, how do you want me to help you? Sometimes make a point about how do you want me to help you, how to do. It's the minimum I can do. You
I
understand what I mean? It's
appreciate
the
it. I know.
minimum you have to do to people that help you. It's sort of the feedback I can do.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
The minimum you
Um,
can do. I mean, we're French
I
people.
hear you.
We
Yeah,
take care about
I hear
respect
you.
to a
I hear you.
very
Yeah.
certain point, which means you give me the opportunity to be in that group as an admin. I try to give you back whatever possible for you to help, whatever. If it could be video, it could be everything you need, or putting yourself into my post and say thanks the my wizard master, and it's
Yeah.
because it's one of the things I want. And if I had someone that fits more for you, automatic I will reach out and make him reach out to you. So that's the minimum you can do with people that are helping you too. So
Yeah. Very cool, man. Very, very, very cool.
I mean,
Very
I don't know if it's very cool, but it's the minimum. It's my education. It's the minimum I want to
yeah.
try
Yeah.
is to
Um,
improve,
let,
because
let, yeah.
I love
Yeah.
synergy. I believe in synergy to a point you have no idea.
Collaboration. Exactly.
It's so
Exactly.
much about
Exactly.
that. It's like me pushing, maybe can be you pushing the same way, and maybe they're going to be, instead of 10 people interested, and then all of us is happy. So it's very much what I do believe. I believe in collaboration, but in a very sense of synergic, like boom, boom.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another reason that I do not share in a particular way. I don't share in what other coaches would see as coaching. Now, I don't coach the way they do. I coach in a way that they would. Whoa, fuck! Why wasn't I doing this? Right? They might not be able to because it requires integrity and ethics and impeccability, but
Absolutely.
nonetheless. So I don't share because there's a massive amount of coaches in the group. So I'm
Oh, yeah.
cautious with that. When we go
True.
private, I'm
True.
sorry. The private group is for people who want to learn, not coaches. Not coaches. If you're not
There's
there to learn, I'm not
plenty of
interested in
coaches
you.
in that group. There's plenty of coaches in that group. Yeah, it's true.
Precisely. So I don't want to share because they're going to steal my stuff.
True. One
So
point.
so that's another reason. I'm happy to share it with you, but you got to pay for it. I mean,
Yeah.
what we were doing with Sue when you came on, this is a program for coaches specifically, and it is to
Mhm.
teach you how to be a phenomenal coach without telling somebody one single thing, without needing to have any content even. You can be a phenomenal coach. It's a ridiculous system. It's
Mhm.
it's absolutely ridiculous. It's off the charts. You can learn to really, really actually help people without having any knowledge, any content, anything at all. It's a
Crazy.
profound big deal. But
It's
I'm
crazy.
not going to share this with people, just for free. So that's another reason why I kind of hold back quite a bit.
No, I mean, it's good. It's good that we have this. For me, this conversation is talk. It's exactly that. What is this synergy?
Wow.
That I have your point of view, and we're on the same track in order for that group to build in a better way. Because you create that. Once again, I know that you create that. So my role is to be someone from the outside to try to see
I
what
love
we
it.
can do to make it your
I
group
love it.
better. Again,
I love it. I love it.
there's not even a
I mean,
single piece
yeah,
of second what I believe it's our group. It's actually your
yeah,
group, and we are here to
yeah,
help
yeah,
you.
yeah. No, I
And
like you to think it's your group too. Yeah, yeah.
yes, but you know what I mean.
Mhm,
Okay, it's
mhm.
okay. It might be you're the center of the ball, and we bring
Wow.
something to grow bigger from the outside,
Yeah,
and you're the one
yeah,
that
yeah,
create the group from
yeah,
the inside. So
yeah. So
that's
I'm
what.
I'm I'm always open for strategies for growing the group. And right now I use those coaches who are looking to just further there and get clients. I use them. I'm quite happy to use them because they get the option to get clients.
Mhm.
And but they also have to provide value. If you're not providing value, sorry, I'm not promoting just free ads. Don't be promoting your group at the expense of mine. you know so
No, I really
I
love that.
the
Once again,
affiliations,
yeah.
like the two affiliations there with Jay and Frauke. I looked into it as a potential. I don't know if this is really that viable because Frauke, she made one post that she got 130 comments on, and every single comment it was to give away a free thing that you do. I forget what it was about, but I mean they actually got something of real value, and nobody followed up on it. And
Attends. Wait. Does she reply to everyone?
every single one. She sent them all, and even they said, "Okay, PM me," and then or she says, "PM me, and I'll send it to you." They don't. It's like they just. What I'm trying to say is, a lot of people say me, but when it comes to actually doing something to get
I
the thing
agree.
that's free,
I
they don't
agree.
even want to do the simple thing of just sending you the PM
Out
when
of
you say,
out of
"Okay,
a
PM me."
hundred out of 120 people saying interest, I said, right, let me DM you right away. I add them as friend, send a DM. At the end of the line, I had 18 Zoom call out of 120.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm
Now
not
that's something
counting people.
I need to mention to Frauke. She might not be aware of this. If you're not a friend to somebody and you send them a direct message, it doesn't show up in their messages. You have to go
Absolutely.
to Messenger and look in there. If they don't know this extra step, it's actually like three more steps. If they don't know, they're not going to
Absolutely.
see that message. They're not going to have a
Absolutely.
clue. So
And
that's
many
why
people, they
she
have
says
no
to
idea.
them, "You
They
need
have
to
no idea.
message me." Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
they have no idea.
yes.
Right.
They have
You
no
need
idea.
to respond to their PM. Then it will show up
Absolutely.
regularly. Yeah. Anyway,
Absolutely.
I'll mention that to her because that may be something that made her percentage even
Yeah,
smaller.
she
But
will
even
see
you
because she
now
will
who
see the
knows
message is
this,
not read.
yeah,
She will see the
right,
message is not read for sure.
exactly.
She can
So we
see
have
on
to
the how to.
understand something. Right,
Yes,
Right.
Out of the
Right. So
120, she will
yeah.
knows exactly who is not reading the message, and then therefore she will know exactly who read and
Right.
potentially can.
Right. So
It's very
it's
true.
very useful to be very clear. In Facebook, you need large numbers. There's a massive attrition. You are looking at 1% kind of, actual results in real action.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was running. Okay. So I did clients on demand, their program. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not. They've got a public
No.
Facebook group, which is very useful to look into. And it's called The Art of High Ticket Selling. That's their public group, The Art of High Ticket Selling. Very useful stuff there. So the company behind that is called Clients on Demand. And what they do is they run a course for coaches and therapists and anybody who's got some kind of a program. And they are looking to set you up with the funnel, with the advertising, and help you to make a webinar, help you to refine your course, to figure out what's all the stuff, right? But they are somewhat sales orientated, but they do have some integrity, and they won't take on a client who doesn't provide real, actual, legitimate value, right? That's it. You got to be able to demonstrate that you provide real value. But this was very interesting to do, especially for the advertising. And they've done tons of advertising. This is what I paid for. I paid for their advertising because
Mhm.
I don't have the budget to go and do all those iterations of advertising. So I got to see what works and doesn't work. At the end of the day, I got to see the percentages too, and that's what I remember, 1%. That was the thing. Out of your 1,000 people, sorry, not 1%, 0.1%. Out of
Yeah,
out of a
point
thousand
one
people,
percent, 0.1
point
percent.
one,
I can even tell
right,
you
is
0.01% represent
exactly
340 people in your group.
right, right. But
And
but my
usually
point is that
say
that point
closing
one or point
20%.
zero one
Yeah,
is from the database. That is who's going to actually spend real money. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
it
right.
was a
And
big
then
deal.
and then
It was a big
it's
deal.
about 20%. It's about 20% closing rate for your industry
Right,
specific.
right, right. So the
So
other problem
340.
is in our group. Keep in mind that when you have to look at the exchange rate. Anybody in India, South Africa, which are
Yeah.
both Nigeria. If you look at
America,
the
India,
countries,
and then
right?
Southeast Asia. Yeah.
Right. But those are pretty much useless for us for the high ticket. Forget it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
you might get one in a million that is potentially possible, but in general, no. That's why I want to do the subscription because
Mhm.
I can say, okay, let's say we do $30. But if somebody really is interested and very keen and they from Nigeria or India or somewhere,
They
I
will
say, okay,
pay.
$5
$30
for
is
you.
fine.
It's $30 in your local currency. Okay, whatever it is, if it's 30 rupees, I mean, for us that's 50 cents, but it doesn't matter. It's still $30 for them in terms of hours that they've got to work. you know so if we just take it minimum wage times whatever the number is, and you say that's how
Mhm.
we work it out, we get some figure
Mhm.
like that. I like that focus on it. But
Yeah.
also, and on the other hand, I'm quite happy that that's being filtered out because I really don't interested in getting into a situation in the subscription group where I have to battle language. If your English isn't good enough, then sorry, this is not for you. I
Right.
use sophisticated English, and you don't have to speak it, but you do need to understand it. Like with you, I don't
Yeah.
feel I have to restrict my English for you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, and that's
Yeah,
important.
definitely.
I don't
I
want
get
to have to
100%. But I might be
exactly.
the 5% of the French people.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Bina
Exactly.
communicates.
Yeah.
Her
I
ability to share complicated conceptions is
obviously you
off
have
the
to filter
charts.
through yeah, even me. I
Right.
got a woman from she was from Filipino and her English was so bad on the Zoom she barely understand what I was saying. And I told her,
Exactly.
I'm really sorry, but how do you want me to teach you anything if we can't even
Exactly.
connect?
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And
that is
particularly in what I do, it is
oh,
dealing with
with your
sophisticated
program is
conception.
just
So,
impossible.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
impossible.
So, it's not that you need to have English. You need to have in your own language. You need to
Right,
have a
right.
command of vocabulary and understand. You need to be somewhat sophisticated. Otherwise, I'm sorry, that ain't gonna happen here. So
Yeah. I believe. Yeah, exactly.
so that's why I said, in my intent here is just to be patient and wait for the numbers. Beside which, I don't really have a choice. I have to wait because I got so much stuff to do. Actually, I'm looking into it with Bina to employ people out there in her region of the world. I asked her. It came up with we were talking about maids and having servants and stuff like this, and I was just curious. I said, "Oh, what will it cost to have a maid?" She said, "Oh, $50 or $55 a month." I
Hmm.
said, "Oh, well, I just need somebody who can speak English and has got an account on Facebook, and
Absolutely.
that'll work for me. I can get them
Absolutely.
to do the
Absolutely.
moderation in the group.
Absolutely.
And really, I need 4 people. So okay, that's $200 a month for me. Ow, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. I
that's
agree.
that will take all the load off my shoulders. And I'll make them moderators, not admin. I made you admin so that you have that behind your name, will give you status and credibility. I
Hmm.
really didn't do it to have you do anything, Jocelyn. I mean, I even said so, but okay, you chose to do it anyway. So I understand that's how I am too. But really, I don't want you to do too much. Please, Jocelyn, don't do too much because it's gonna suck you in, man, and then you're gonna get all your stuff is gonna get behind. So please
No,
don't.
no, 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 no. I'm not doing that much, to be honest. But if I can improve the
Oh, okay.
group or improve the quality of the
Yeah,
movement, which is the answer, the engagement,
yeah,
that is gonna be nice. People needs to be pushed nowadays. It is another
yeah,
problem that we have
yeah, yeah, yeah,
in this
yeah. So
situation.
yeah. So to
People
me,
love.
if it works, leave it alone. And right now, for me, the group is growing. Roughly 300 a day. It's like I think we're doing 1,000 every 4 days.
Yeah, that's it
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fourth is
And I'm
1,000 people.
happy with that. Yeah. I'm happy with that. So, I was hoping it would be an exponential curve, but it hasn't been. So, all right, it's kind of plateaued out. Maybe at some point it'll go more again. But we are growing fast enough for my liking. So
Right,
I'm
right.
really happy. So I'm reluctant to start really messing with things because it's working. If it works, leave it alone. And at this rate, we'll be at 100,000 when in mid-year sometime, right?
I think so.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, by end of March, we'll likely be at 50,000. So
yeah, I think so. And it's exponential, so definitely it will work.
it's slightly. It's not exactly exponential, which is
No, but
very
it's flat.
interesting.
For now, I think it's flat for the last month. It's very
Correct.
flat, but
Correct.
flat is a
Correct.
super high rate.
Right.
Super high
Exactly.
rate.
And I'm happy. So I said once we get, then we can start looking seriously, trimming and doing all this. But I'm still in the amount of work that I have to do in the courses that I have to make. Even if I did nothing in the group, I'll probably be busy till summer. So I
Yeah,
might as well wait. I don't have to do more now, which is very cool. Which is very cool. But I'm
which is
still
good.
keen to hear the strategies. Since you're hot and excited, I am
Yeah.
still keen to hear things that you want to do or that you think would
Now
be
I know
helpful.
where you're at, and I think it would be smart to make like a sort of a round table at the moment we reach 50K when it started for you to feel like,
Yeah,
because I can tell by the way you talk that you really want to weigh this
yeah,
specific target that will make you all right. Now
right,
we can start something,
right. I mean, a,
and
a post I want to do,
that makes sense.
and start in a kind of a theme is the first one I'm going to start. Do you think you can get real, lasting life change and self change from a group like this? That's my first question. And then I'll let that run. I'll promote it. I'll pin it to the top. The only reason I didn't do it yesterday is because you made your post and I pinned yours to the top. I don't want to click yours off. You see, so I want to give yours a few more days there. So that's my first post, and then I'll continue on that same theme to say, what is it that you're looking to get out of a group? That one. Secondly, how do you think a group like this would give you value, and so on. And then I can make suggestive questions to say, if exactly but I have a good skill to introduce information in question form. So I ask a question, but I'm educating through the question.
Hmm.
In the Mourners project, you don't. I don't do it in way of impeccability stars and exercises. In the Mourners project, this is something that I really, really leverage
Very
and
good.
use. I
Very good.
just made a course on that that feeling and believing article. I made a course out of it, and it's not a wildly long. Well, it wasn't a wildly long article, but it's a full course just from that one article because
Mhm.
each paragraph gets its tasks and exercises. Yeah, I'll show you. Out of here. And this is something actually, if you know somebody, um, anybody who's a potential client, they can come and do this course for free. It will probably be between two, four, six Zooms. I don't know, and that's what I want them to come on to do.
So
Is
4 to 6
to
session.
yeah, 2 hour sessions, right? The reason I want him to come and do it is I want to see how long it takes. That's a key reason that I am keen because it's hard to say without actually doing it. So I wanted the screen share. That's what I was doing. So I just wanted to show you what I mean
Mhm.
by the questions. So okay, here we go, and you have the feeling. There's the quote, and you see, I give this is just the, this is the first paragraph of that article, right? The feeling and believing article, but
Yeah.
I gave it a heading, which changes it. Oh, inadvertent assumptions. Whoa, just before I even read the text, inadvertent assumptions. You mean I'm assuming without actually realizing that I'm assuming, without even thinking about the assumption? It's just
Yeah.
inadvertent. It
Yeah.
happens automatically.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck. What the hell? This is no good. I mean, that's really scary, right? So then you read more.
Absolutely.
So it is a very potent leveraging mechanism. Look how beautiful Bina made this here. Just love it. So Bina helping me, she putting all this in. In Way of Impeccability, I did it all me, but now Bina helping me, and it's just too beautiful, just too beautiful. So again, you see, one slide, toss and exercises.
Mhm.
That's it. Again, the next slide, the next paragraph, self-reinforcing justifications, and then it's the slide itself, and there's
That
a
would
quote,
take. That would take. You said
task and exercises.
4 to 6
Uh,
sessions.
yeah, I'm guessing it might take 2 sessions. It's possible. I doubt if somebody would be able to do all of this in one session. It's possible. So that's why I don't know. That's why I'm guessing. But
Mhm.
I'll say 4 to 6. Even if we do it in two, I'd like to come back and then go over it because 2 sessions, it's not enough to really lock this in. The other reason I want to do this is this alone, just this one thing of understanding this relationship between feeling and believing, just this alone, if really, really, really fully understand, change your whole life.
Mhm.
Just this one. So this is the other reason I want to do this is to see what it will take to get to that point in somebody. I know what it takes, but I'm curious to see again how long. So anyway, so you see it carries on like this. I don't know how many there's. Well, I'll tell you now how many slides, and it's. Oh, I didn't put the numbers in yet. Uh, so anyway, it's not, and there's a second module, about 10 tasks, and those tasks really make you think. They take quite a lot of work.
Mhm.
So uh, who knows? Somebody may do 10 tasks
It would
in
take.
one
Yeah.
session. May
Absolutely.
do one task per session. I don't know. So we'll have to see. But this is potent. So I mean, if you know somebody who is very serious into learning and growing, and um, who's stuck, particularly, especially if they stuck, like maybe they stuck in grief, or they stuck in I don't know, some childhood thing that's hanging up on them, or they
I
lost
know.
their job
I
and
know
they
a lot of
lost
people.
confidence, anything like that. This is potentially something we won't focus on that to fix, because that's the whole philosophy. We don't fix, we replace. But this is the replacement
Absolutely.
that automatically fixes. I mean, you're welcome to invite them. I'll do it for free.
Lovely. No, no, no. Don't do it for free. It's not good because you need the people
Oh,
to.
no. For the testing, I like to do it for free, right?
For the testing. Okay, you
For the
understand. I understand.
Yeah,
I
because I
understand.
need to see how long it's going to take. I don't know what to charge them, you know. Yeah, so it's hard to say, you know. I mean,
You
if
will
they really want to, if they
yeah.
really want to, they can give me a donation, and that's fine.
Okay. For now, how many people do you have any people on the list that you can potentially have for that? Oh no,
Sue's
because I
got
can bring
like
you.
three.
I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
bring
that's
you
all I'm
easy four
interested in.
people to
Yeah,
try.
no, just two or three, maybe four at the most, but I've already got some people with Sue likely. So let's just say two. Let's just say two. Yeah. I mean, out of those two,
All right.
if they are also potential candidates for wave impeccability, I will use them to give an insight into what's going on. You see?
Yes, yes, got you.
So if they really are, and I'll be able to tell after one session, if they really are, uh, uh, um, really keen to learn and grow more, and they have the ability to pay for it, I will do the session slightly differently. I won't
Okay.
go to the full max as if somebody were paying, $500 or $600 for the course, which is likely what I'll charge for it. Then I will hold the back some and say, look, in way of impeccability, we go into this more and so on. So, then I'll do it slightly differently, but it's still be good market research for me. But yeah,
Lovely.
either way,
That's cool. That's
yeah.
really cool.
And it's a nice way.
Oh, by the way, by the way, your last video is I can't. It's actually not working. The link you sent me by email.
The one for the BAM 3. I
Yeah.
see why. I see why. Hang on. I didn't finish putting. I sent it to you, but yeah, I'm doing it right now. I just have to finish going through the steps. And save. There we go. It should work now.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Try. Let me see. Let's check.
Let me see on my side. Email link. Yes, it works.
Okay. Yeah, I just had to finish it. I was late, at night. Oh, I'm sleepy. I didn't click to the end of the click sequence. All right, very cool.
All right.
What
Perfect.
about specific strategies? Did you have specific strategies for okay, you were talking about enhancing the quality of the posts, and that I feel let's just wait on that a little bit. I absolutely agree with you. There's
No
so
problem.
much you
So
can
what
do.
I'm going to do
But
is I'm going to keep those strategies that I have that I learned, especially the 2.0 strategy. I will keep it the moment we reach about 40K. And when we're
okay,
around 40K, we'll be smart to bring it on the table. Because as you say, you
okay,
repeat many times that you feel fine now to just let it go as it is. So I will accept still people, still
it's
controlling
working.
who
It's working.
what, accept, not accept, because I always decline, but I also always automatically I send the reason why. I never just decline for declining. It's not nice.
Always.
Yeah.
So the philosophy that I have in the group now, I look at the intent of the post. If the intent is completely non-related to the group, and like those videos where they promote and they show you where they put the snake down the hole to make the fish come out and all this nonsense, they're just looking for views, and there's nothing to do with the group. So we remove those.
Absolutely.
But if
Absolutely.
somebody is just they're making a post where they're posting a YouTube link and it's about self-improvement and self-awareness in some way, it's appropriate, but it's appropriate content. It's just that it's a link. Okay, I'll put them on post approval and I educate them. Most of them quickly learn
Mhm.
and then they upload directly and then the group gets value. So anytime I remove a post, I put them on post approval unless they are completely inappropriate, like a spellcaster or overnight billionaire and all this other rubbish. Then I just remove them, and that's the logic. So that's very simple
Right,
because
right.
even some people, they continually post, they don't get it, that link. But so what? I just delete them, but they stay as a member, right? The reason I don't keep those people with a bad intent as members, the billionaire people or the spellcaster, because if they remember, they directly PM people, you see. But the
Yeah,
person who's just in an oblivion
true.
bubble and is not thinking, they
They make direct.
them I don't
Yeah.
mind if they stay a member because they keep my numbers up. Yeah, so I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So I leverage them. Fine. and they still comment, even though they make inappropriate posts that are links or ads. They still comment, and so they work for the group. So
No,
that's the logic too.
definitely.
Yeah,
Let's wait to reach 40-ish, and
yeah.
I can share what I
Okay,
learned from that
okay.
guy, and I applied for myself that it's actually working. So
Brilliant, brilliant. Did you have strategies for leveraging group growth?
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Ah, can
Oh
those
yes,
be used now? Uh,
uh,
uh.
definitely. Yes, I do. Oh, definitely.
I mean, other than advertising. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
I can
No,
advertise the
no, no,
group.
no, 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 no. What I learned is organic reach.
Correct,
There's no
correct. That's all I'm
no
interested in right
payment.
now. Exactly.
No, no, no. There's no payment. No, no, no. It's out of payment actually. You don't to reach 10 to 20K a month, you absolutely don't need to pay Facebook ad. There is something I'm
Yeah,
sure about. You don't need to pay Facebook ad. You don't
yeah.
need to
Well, you
engage.
don't have to. It's just very slow, like it was for me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a lot. Let's say it's a lot of work. Literally, a
Yeah.
lot of frustration, a lot of work. Because as this woman told you, Frog, you have 120 comment, and they literally no one just reach out. So
Right, right, right.
that's the thing. Still, I gotta go because I'm really much in rush today. It's very complicated, so
Okay,
I'm
okay. No problem, man. No problem. Okay.
uh, really
Jocelyn,
it's very tricky.
I am online for, let's see, another 3 to 4 hours. So if you want to come back later, I'm here.
That will be something I can do. I
Okay,
will see.
okay.
Once again, it's just a moment which is tricky because
No problem.
um,
So let me just say this for in general. You can
okay.
come. You can come. I'm always on Zoom. From when I wake up, I'm on Zoom. You can come
No, I understand,
anytime.
but I don't want to disturb because if I'm coming on Zoom, I'm coming for the sequences that I'm doing, the module that I'm doing with you. So I don't want the people
Yeah.
to be here, and you never
No,
know.
no, no. I mean, if I'm not doing something with somebody else, you can come and see. Oh, I'm busy. Okay, I'll come back later, and I'll tell you I'm going to be busy for
I
another
got
two
it.
hours,
I got it.
and
Okay.
that's it. So, but if I'm not with somebody, we can fit you in. In other words, you can have flexi time as
Okay.
appropriate
Okay.
for you.
This
This
is
is
amazing.
perfect. In
That is
your
amazing.
holes, in other words, in your gaps, we do your sessions, the way of impeccability sessions. Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely. All right, Seal. Take care and good
And
to
when you're
talk
on
to
the
you.
train, I'm gonna read that thing again for you. Hopefully, you don't have to go on the train again. But yeah,
If I had to do COVID test every other day, well, Europe is closed now. I don't know if you know, but the entire Europe is
yeah,
closed,
yeah,
fully closed.
yeah. All right, all right. See you later. See you later. See
See
you
you
later.
later. Bye bye. Take care.
All right, all right. Bye bye, Toslan. Bye bye. India.